Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Spring Break Gone Wrong, Part 3. Um, I'm your host. I'm Beau. Alora, do we have any housekeeping?
Yes, we do. Hello everyone. I hope your week's going super swell. Don't forget tomorrow, we have the Dragon's Crown at 6:30, 9:30 PST to EST, but we will not be actually having a game. It will be a save point with Jay, Gabby, and Franz. So make sure to look into that if you haven't watched the stream yet. Pop in. It's a really great time to get caught up to see what's happened so far. In addition, we also have a movie night on Saturday, which will be at 6 p.m. PST and 9 p.m. EST. We will be watching The Mummy, which Angela is super excited about because Franz and I have not seen it. Um, yeah, I know, right? And also just be sure to tune in next week for DRPG when we will be having Annika on. She is a marketing and content specialist for Hero Forge, and we are very excited to pick her brain and ask her about some of the new stuff coming up, as well as shenanigans on Tuesday. I also want to give a quick shout out to our sponsors, Hero Forge. We are an affiliate of them. If you use our code in the chat lane, would you mind putting those in? Thank you so much. If you hop into there, use our code, it helps support the network, helps us keep the lights on. We'd really appreciate it. We are also partnered with Die Hard Dice. They've got a bunch of really cool sets that just came out, so be sure to check them out. If you use our code there, you'll get an additional 10% off. And lastly, we are proudly sponsored by World Anvil. World Anvil is a set of world building tools that helps you create and organize your store for your world building for your campaigns. So definitely check them out. They're super awesome, and we are really excited. We actually built one out, I think 2 weeks ago for Bag World. So really cool stuff. And without further ado, we can get started.
Yes. All right. So just to kind of, I guess, recap, since we did spend a week off, we are at Texas M&A, a a very good college, where supernatural happenings have been affecting the sorority of Omega Alpha and many of the girls within. We have fought a wind spirit and a woman in white ghost and a sea monster so far. And I believe we have many clues. I believe last time we left off, we had just slain the monster. I'm gonna say that we're gonna come back the next day, assuming that y'all need to rest and tend to your injuries and clean up.
Yeah.
In the morning. Oh, what was that?
I was just gonna say Meg probably stays up chatting with Cersei, but it may not all be related to this case. Just we haven't seen each other in a while. Also, I'm very glad you're not dead.
Cersei's like, yeah, I'm really glad I'm not dead too. I definitely wasn't supposed to die. Anyway.
Meg just carefully tucks that prophecy further underneath her chair. Nope. I don't know what you're talking about.
In the close to daybreak, Emma has a dream again, as she is ought to do. This dream feels calmer. It's kind of a dark, like you're deep in the water and can't see a lot, and you feel like you're kind of floating there, and there's that kind of phantom burn in your lungs of being deprived of oxygen, but you can't, like, you're not fighting, it doesn't feel bad, and you're not struggling. And then something pulls you down very quickly. And you wake up.
Awesome. Great.
Yes. Is sorry, I'm blanking on character names for a moment. Lane.
Yes.
Theo. Theo. I got it once I said your name. Is Theo also in the room with Emma? Or
I, depending on when this happens, possibly.
it's like, sunrise, so around 7:30, 8 a.m.
Yeah, she probably is there for this. And they do live together, so.
Emma sort of bolts up, and Pancake, who was resting ever so peacefully on her chest, just bounds across the room. Probably skitters under Theo's bed for a second, and then eventually comes back down.
You good?
Mm-hmm. Just it's a dream. Fine. Are you good? Are you already awake?
Close enough. You're fine. There's been enough going on.
Any word from anybody about anything?
Not since last night.
Oh. That's either a very bad sign or a very good sign.
Yeah.
Let's hope Deimos hasn't traumatized anybody else.
I would not bet money on that.
I would. And she reaches over to her bedside table, opens the drawer, kind of feels around for a moment, and pulls out the check that she took from the dining table yesterday.
Forgot you kept that.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of Deimos, are you still under Lindsay's bed?
This time, not when Lindsay wakes up. Deimos is hungry. Deimos would have left her a note in ink that just says, "Needed to feed. Almost ate you. Be back."
All right, what is Deimos eating?
Deimos is going to go to like the worst type of neighborhood he could find. Probably going to actually go into a police station.
Okay, Deimos enters a police station.
Meg just gets this urge to facepalm, which is weird because she's still asleep.
Hey, Deimos is hungry, but they don't want to eat anyone that's a good person. So Deimos is going to kind of pull a Karen and go in there complaining and ask them to see like their manager, their chief.
So you just come in hot, like the receptionist, you just go up to them and you're like, let me see.
Doesn't look like themselves either. They
So
want to
this
look
person
like
is like
more of a nondescript elderly woman.
Yeah. She's gonna immediately kind of be like, okay, yeah, sure. Because a very irate person who looks like a danger just walked into a police station. She comes back. She comes back out with with like a broad-looking man. He's got like a very close crop-shaved head, and he's like, "Yeah, I don't know how police work. I don't care enough about them to know.
Say,
He's like,
Sam,
I'm the
Dangerous
person
thing,
in
right?
charge on duty. That's the official title, person in charge on duty.
HIC.
Deimos, who is currently in the form of an 8-foot tall elderly woman, just goes up to the red and pokes him in the chest. How dare you take my client in here without calling me first?
I'm sorry, who is your client?
That is a need to know basis.
Well, I need to know.
Deimos is going to like look around in the room to try to find like any like pictures of like someone who's been arrested recently, just like a name they can use and throw out there.
I'm gonna make you roll something for that. Do you want to investigate a mystery real quick?
Yes, I will.
Roll plus sharp.
Oh. So 12 plus 2. So 14.
14. Okay. You get 2 questions off of. Oh, actually, I believe. On a plus 12, you can ask any question you want about the mystery. So ask me 2 questions, just in general. You already asked one. Somebody that has been arrested recently. And you can get another while I pull up a name. Okay.
What
So,
is being concealed here is the other thing. Deimos is quite a nosy person and doesn't like people keeping secrets from him.
okay. So, the first one, somebody that has been arrested recently, you do see kind of haphazardly strewn on the table is some paperwork that the secretary was working on for a John Heigelsmith. He is you kind of look at the paper, it looks like he got arrested for aggravated assault.
Oh, perfect snack.
And then what is being concealed here? You see some like other papers kind of like shoved in a file cabinet with like words that you can just barely read. But you do see on one of them, like you just kind of narrow in on a name, and that is Elizabeth Gardner.
I'm gonna take note of that. He's actually going to pull out his phone while he's still yelling at this man and just type that name into like his notes on his phone.
Okay. Do you give him the name of John Heigelsmith,
Yeah.
your
It's like,
client?
Mr. Heigelsmith is my client, and I demand to speak to him in private.
The dude's like, fine, if you're the lawyer, I can go wake him up.
Him was just
You're
snap.
like
He was like, chop,
escorted to
chop,
like
buster.
a side room, and you wait for a few minutes, and then the cop that you were talking to brings in a guy in his early 20s who just looks hungover and annoyed that he is been arrested the night previous. And the officer says, well, there you go. You know all the lawyerly things to do, so, just tell me when you're done.
Sure to call you when I'm done. And then Amos is gonna wait till the cop leaves.
Yeah, he
Is
leaves.
going to try to use magic to disable any cameras that may be in the vicinity.
Okay, roll to use magic.
Oh, that was way less good roll. So a 5.
All the cameras turn and point at you.
Uh,
Are we gonna have to jailbreak Deimos?
I'm actually good at magic, but I rolled 2 1s
oh.
plus 3.
So mark an experience.
You disable all the cameras, but it's just a two-way glass in the room.
Oh my
Oh my god, I
god.
have 3 experience now.
You try to use magic and it just you like feel like you accidentally like improved the frame rate. Like the cameras have now become clearer.
And improve the audio quality of the
Yeah.
whatever recording.
They didn't even
equipment.
have microphones on them, but now the audio quality has improved.
At this point, Davis is just like, fuck it. I don't look like me anyway. He's just gonna go up to the man, pick him up by his shirt, as his mouth kind of detaches, similar to like the predator, but instead of mandibles, it's tentacles, and his beak inside of his mouth opens up, and he's going to start life draining this poor individual.
Okay, approximately how long does that take?
Don't know. It doesn't say.
Um, I'm just like, ugh.
It is considered a base attack.
All right, this poor defenseless hungover man, is can't really attack back. He's just kind of like,
Delicious.
getting his
As the
soul
tentacles
sucked.
wrap around his head.
Yeah.
Hey, if you eat somebody who's inebriated, do you get inebriated too?
That depends. Is his soul
According to the
drunk?
rules of vampire, yes.
That depends.
I don't know
Can
if that counts for soul or not,
I
though,
would say,
you
can
know?
someone's soul be drunk?
No, if you eat somebody's soul, then a bunch of bad things happen.
Yeah.
We just gonna take a little bite.
Because that's pretty much what Deimos is currently doing. He's sucking this man from his soul.
Okay. As Deimos is committing diablerie, you begin to hear the cop being like, hey, what's going on in there? We saw something weird on the cameras.
Deimos is now going to try to use magic again, hopefully with success this time. He's going to attempt to just create a portal underneath his feet, transport him to Alora's room. Well, not Alora, God.
That threw me off so bad just now.
Same.
Better watch out.
He's literally going to appear behind
Emma's
you on
room.
camera. Okay, roll to use magic again.
Yeah, that's kind of better. So an 8?
Okay.
There's a glitch.
Yep.
Which are fun.
I'm gonna say you open up the portal beneath you, but it is opened into Emma and Theo's ceiling. So you're gonna take a hard fall into their room and take 1 harm, ignore armor.
Then now I have 2 checks of harm.
Portal opens up and Theo is immediately looking for the cat since it was underneath her bed, and she's like, I don't want whatever falls through our ceiling to kill your cat.
And Deimos and a human that's wrapped in his tentacles just falls from the ceiling.
I think Emma's just
And the portal
immediately like
closes.
on guard.
Yeah, they're both just like, what?
Deimos doesn't currently look like Deimos, though. He looks like an elderly old woman with tentacles.
Do I have the means to punch an old lady?
We definitely have the means to punch an old lady.
Meanwhile, Meg is taking a sip of coffee, just has the sun thought of, I feel like Deimos is about to get me fired.
I would like
I'm
to
supposed
roll
to
to
keep
kick.
an eye on you.
I would like to roll to punch the old lady.
Yeah,
And
roll
Theo
to
picks up
attack.
something and chucks it at the old lady. Like she grabs
Yeah.
like a book or some tchotchke on her desk. I don't know.
Both of y'all roll to kick
Package
some
of
ass.
doilies.
As you clearly
5.
heard gargling sounds coming from the old lady.
Oh God.
We have the very unable to fight one, and the could kill a man with your thumb.
11. 11.
Oh god.
Ooh, 11. Yes.
I don't know what I'm throwing at you. It's probably not meant to be painful, but I just chucked it at you.
Hey,
From
my
probably
immortality
2
may
feet
help
away.
me.
She just yells
So-
and goes, "Fuck off!"
On a 10 plus with kick some ass, you get an extra effect, so you can take one forward, inflict an extra harm, or force them where you want them. You can also suffer less harm, but you are not going to get harmed in this situation.
I will take the one forward in this case because
Yes.
that
I'm
seems
gonna
like a
say
good
that
plan.
that was a 0 harm throw.
So a
Uh,
negative
you
1 harm throw
50.
then because of immortality. So it was just like a fly bed.
Yeah. And Emma, what did you roll?
Oh, I got a 5.
Oh, cool. Mark some experience. You like punch the air.
I think me and you
Slowly
have
but
failed the most
surely,
so
getting-
far.
You just whiff it.
Accidentally punch a lamp.
Ow! No, we like
Actually,
those
I
things.
like-
Blow and it hits the
I
cat.
electrocuted myself like a little less than a month ago, so
Oh, that's
I have
right.
war flashbacks
Oh,
of lamps.
boy.
Yes. So Deimos, how do you react to this this violent welcome into your friend's room?
Say, as the body in wrapped in the tentacles finally goes limp, Deimos begins to shift back into their normal form. He's like, "What was that for?
What the fuck, Deimos?
I was hungry and I couldn't eat the human that I was watching, so I went to the police station instead."
And you decided to bring your snack into our dorm.
Well, the police officers were being too nosy, so I went
Oh
to
my
the
God.
safest place.
Is there a dead body in our room?
I
Yes.
think there is a dead body in our room.
There is a corpse in your dorm room.
You're dealing with that, not me. She says it,
Um,
Deimos.
Very well, as
So-
Deimos is going to put his hand back on the ground and attempt to create another portal, this time in the catacombs under his home, to just drop the body into.
Okay. The only
Toss it
suggestion
in the
I had
laundry
was,
heap.
I was gonna say in the trash chute that goes down, but
Did you put that old lady in a trash chute?
not the lady.
Roll to
the
use
man
magic?
I eat.
Yep, I got a 9 altogether.
Okay. Gorsh. I need a longer list of glitches.
I keep glitching.
So you do open a portal underneath the body. But you realize a little too late as like the body is already falling through the floor that it's not the catacombs under your house. It is It is out on your front lawn.
Damon's just gonna text one of his servants, just like, there is a cleanup on the front lawn.
You get no response.
Like, well, I'm going to have to deal with that eventually. As he then shifts back into the form of a raven, he's like, I am going back to us, the human now. And he's just gonna fly through your window.
What? The window's shut.
Yeah, I was gonna
He
say they
still
both turned
flies
to the
through the
closed
window.
window.
Is there like a
Yeah,
bird-shaped
bang.
hole in the glass now? Like,
He's fucking paying for that.
I have the money to pay for
They
it.
serve
Don't worry.
and they upcharge any sort of like dents or scratches in dorm rooms.
Yeah. Mhm.
how is Meg's morning? How are Meg and Cersei doing?
I feel like we're probably still down in like our organization's like break room, maybe. Enjoying breakfast, talking over things, trying to piece together what we know to come up with a game plan.
What about Mr. Boudreaux? What is he up to?
I'm probably already knocking on the door right about now. Like, hey, Emma, you there?
I feel like as you knock on the door, the window just shatters and there's a raven
Yeah.
that flies out. Like it all happens simultaneously.
I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah, that's good timing.
Uh-huh.
Y'all there?
Yeah, just give us a minute.
You gonna get it?
Can you?
As she cleans up the glass on the floor.
I was just gonna ask you to do that. And she slips out of bed, and kind of moves towards the end of it, and then gets up, and we'll open the door. Come on in. Don't mind the
shaking
broken
bacon.
window. Deimos decided that he was going to commit crimes at 8 in the morning. So here we are.
Just another
He's getting a late
fucking
start.
day. She
Never
says
a dull
on the
moment with
floor.
that guy.
Nope.
Have you checked in with Meg or Cersei since yesterday?
I haven't called him yet. I figure we do that together to see what's going on. You guys want to get him on speakerphone?
Yeah, sure. Pancake, move. And she's gently nudging the cat away from the glass.
The cat's like, ooh, what's this?
I'll go pet
The
that
cat's
cat.
like all sniffing it and trying to like paw
Pancake,
at
pancake,
it.
stop.
Bubba
Lifts
just
the
picks
cat,
up the
scream at
cat.
Here, be useful.
Okay. So,
All
what is
right.
that, like
Meg.
1 out
Feel
of
like-
5 crises that will occur today?
Number sounds a little low.
The
Meg
day ain't
has,
over
like,
yet.
With everything that's going on, Meg has her phone like on the table right next to her with the screen facing up, so if any messages come in, she'll catch it.
Yeah, so your
You
phone.
probably definitely get a message that says, "Oops, I did it again," with like a skull and crossbones
Just a
and a police
question.
badge.
Bubba notices that Deimos has great taste in music.
You just hear very faint, God damn it, coming from halfway across the campus. See what I have to deal with? Oh, hey. Looks to picks up the phone. Hey, everything all right? Something new happened? Aside from Deimos?
Nothing I'm aware of yet. I was really just checking in with y'all this morning. What's things like over there?
How's Cersei doing?
I'm doing great.
Yeah, I've got Yellow on speaker. It's just me and Cersei down here. We've been looking through, trying to see what we can find and piece together and figure out ways to deal with this, even though we don't know exactly what this is yet. Oh, think of anything, or
Do we?
got anything
I mean,
new?
if we could meet for coffee and discuss a game plan for today.
I'm fine with that.
Sounds good to me. I feel like
That's
we
a
have
plan.
Better idea, yeah. It's
I
a
have
start.
some bonus swipes for the dining hall, so I can get you guys in.
Yep.
Faculty eats free.
It is a.
I've got bonus swipes too. Don't ask how. I've got Cersei.
Okay. Raining in the swipes this quarter, I guess.
I got the 15 meal plan, so they give you like 5 extra it's 7 extra for like
That's right.
the semester, and then you get more next semester,
Mhm.
and they give you like the dining dot. It's a whole thing.
I forgot about that, yeah.
Guys roll up to the dining hall on a beautiful Tuesday morning. You are the only ones in here.
Perfect.
Exactly what we wanted.
You grab the coffee machines, get your various coffees and or teas.
Yeah, perfect mug for this.
Mug mode. Yes.
This is one of the few times I don't actually in real life have tea.
So
What are those critters in the river? What you guys think that
Yeah.
was? We knew what they looked like, but anybody got any real ideas of what those things were? And why they would be going after Cersei?
I think they didn't like my face. I just kind of got too close to the river and it was like
I mean, I don't like your face either. I ain't trying to stab you.
Mr.
Rude.
Boudreaux.
I mean, that's not like the worst insult I've ever got, but like it still hurts like just a little bit.
Sorry about that. I'm just teasing.
It's not funny.
It's like a little bit funny.
It's a little funny. Y'all want to hear a
It's
funny
a
joke?
little bit funny.
Just we're here in the kitchen. What does the nosy little green pepper do? It gets all up
What?
in your business.
Okay, that one's good. Yeah, I agree. I think the ghost just tried to go after Cersei because she got close to the river. Why there's suddenly a ghost in the river is a better question, or, well, why there was suddenly.
Well, I mean, they said that multiple things had gotten released, or the spirit did.
Yeah.
So where you
I
think
think this-
where you think that is, or what it's related to?
Well, the consistency that we have is elements right now. I don't know if that's
Yeah, that's a good point. You're
Yeah.
the resident clairvoyant, so do you think?
okay. What am I doing?
I believe you have a mechanic to force a vision if you would like to.
I would love to do that. The sight I can do, or I can do. Oh, premonitions only for the start of the mystery. I can tune in That's what I can do. I'm very limited. I'll do the site. I'll do like the tarot card thing again.
Okay. I believe I made you do a plus weird for
Yep.
that.
Okay, we're starting off strong. Knock on wood. Okay. 9. Wait, no. 10.
Oh, 10.
Nice.
It's a world of difference. You're like shuffling your cards, and then one like flies out of the deck, you know, sometimes where it's like, oh shit, this card really wanted to be read, and you flip it over and it's just the devil.
That seems bad.
He gets a bad rep.
It seems pretty accurate.
But also
Seems
maybe not actually helpful. I don't know. I don't actually know anything about how these work.
So
Me
the
either.
idea is it's upright?
I mean, it fell on the ground.
Okay, cool. Well, this I mean it mostly means like fear and being trapped and materialism if it's upright. If it's reversed, it's freedom from restraints and breaking from addictions, divorce, separations, things like that.
Okay.
So
It's with all the tricky things that have just been released, and someone has elemental. So far, we've run into wind and water, and like just pulls out her phone, starts basically googling Earth tricksters, like Earth trickster spirits and fire trickster spirits.
That seems logical, or at least
Yeah.
I don't remember
So
running
far,
into
at least-
anything like that around here, but who knows what you all saw. So
I mean, we don't normally have ghosts in that river, so
yeah, I feel like I would know if there were ghosts in the river on my college campus, considering what I do.
mm-hmm.
wait. What do
Cersei's
you
like,
do?
wait, what do you do?
You swim in the rivers?
She
I
explores
mean,
a
I'm
lot.
blind in one eye, but I feel like you all saw me definitely shoot that ghost with an arrow full of salt.
I saw that, but
Oh,
why are
yeah.
you intimately familiar with what is in the river on the campus?
I
she
mean,
got it in a
I
swimming
do-
scholarship.
Ah,
I do live here. I feel like I would notice if there was a ghost in the river.
fair enough.
Me-
Okay.
Like, just like how she likes to explore a lot. She knows full well exactly what she
Yeah.
does, but is trying to, give you some plausible deniability.
Mhm.
What were we doing before Cersei got attacked? I'm trying to remember what
Weren't
our
we at the
plans
frat
were.
house?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
some of y'all went to the frat house, and some of y'all went to the sorority house.
I think it was at the frat
right.
house when all that
Yeah,
started kicking in.
I was gonna say, I think
Oh yeah, we never did get to talk to the frat guy.
You left those two guys just kind of standing on the porch.
That's what they do anyway.
and we talked to what
It's
was
true.
her name? I'm trying to remember what her name was, but you read her cards.
Jenny?
Jenny,
Jenny?
Yes. It started with a J. Yeah, I think that's right.
Jenny, the treasurer of the sorority, who was the one that was like super jealous.
The reluctant
highest-
treasurer.
The highest title she'll ever hold. Um
Y'all are so
and
mean to my
the-
girl Jenny.
she's great. We love Jenny. The president of the sorority, I cannot remember her name for the life of me. It's been 2 weeks.
Her name was Liz. You guys haven't
Liz.
talked to her yet. And
Have we figured out where she is yet?
no,
Oh,
you have not.
Think so. That's part of what we were doing at the sorority house, and
Yep,
then
that's right. We were looking for Liz and Josh, right?
yeah, because they both went missing, and nobody knows where or why.
Josh
came
was
out
there.
though, didn't he? Yeah, Josh came out.
Yeah, Josh
And was, like, full
was
of
one
bravado.
of the guys on the porch.
We just
But you
left him
guys
there.
still have not located Liz. So Josh, as of yesterday afternoon, was alive and on campus, and Liz is a big question mark on the red string board.
Yeah, let's go unquestion mark that.
I'm all for that, Cersei. You are not going anywhere near any rivers again.
I think she should come with us. Worst case, we can give her a gun.
I have one.
Don't say that out loud.
Hey, Marv.
I also have a gun.
Theo, who has a bag with many weapons
Oh wait,
in
we're
it.
in,
but
we're
didn't
in
say anything.
Texas. Oh,
Yeah.
We're in Texas. We all have guns.
surprised
I
we're
have
not all
several
wearing
guns.
10-gallon hats.
Meg intentionally does not look to her backpack that has, so one of my weapons includes a sniper rifle.
Emma just gestures to her hat.
Is the hat the weapon?
No, he said, I'm surprised we're not all wearing 10-gallon hats.
Yes.
It's like half a gallon.
That's a baseball
Gun,
cap. Maybe.
axe, and a crossbow.
Same response.
So we're making our way
Alright.
back over to the sorority or the fraternity first.
Fraternity first. I
Actually-
want to see that jackass Josh.
Hold on. They're gonna be way more willing to talk to us if we bring them coffee.
That is very true. Yeah.
Anybody got any truth serum to stick in it?
Unfortunately, I'm all out.
We'll just
I
have
mean,
to
I
go with
could-
alcohol then.
Could I use magic to try to conjure a truth serum?
You can sure try to like enchant the
Awesome.
coffee.
Cool.
I hope you roll some ones because that would be fun. Whatever could come out of that. Like, yeah, you got the best truth serum ever.
Instead, it's lie
Makes you
serum.
like
He just tells all
possibly.
lies.
That's plus weird, right?
Yes.
12.
12?
Yep.
Okay.
Damn.
Even tastes good.
You kind of wave your hands over the coffee. Yeah. The effects of this you won't be able to tell until it has been consumed, but
Consumed?
you have a
I think-
feeling that it will work. So
I think I did it. Worst
It
case
hurts
scenario.
try. Unless it does.
Worst case, yeah, I would say worst case scenario, they get sick. So should be fine.
Just thinking about all the reports she's seen
Alright,
people have
onward
to
to
file where
the-
it was actually worse than just people getting sick. She's like, I'll just go with that.
I feel like that would have been more of like a 7. You know, if she rolled a 7.
yeah.
So you guys roll up to Kappa Omicron Kappa. the
Well, you'll
cock
probably
house.
already see Deimos. Deimos needed to talk to Josh.
Deimos is just like in the front yard, like, let me speak to him.
Let me in.
Was Deimos at coffee with us?
Nope.
No. Okay. Damn. I just
Deimos
had this
went to
mental
go
image
back
of
to
hit.
watch Lindsay, so I'm assuming in the area.
I just have this mental image in my head of him like one of those like 40-year-old women that does like track that's just speed walking down the road like in front of us, just like 20 feet ahead.
You probably saw that going past the coffee shop door in there. And by the time he got
Beautiful.
to the frat house, he is now in the form of a what is our mascot again?
Oh, a
Panther.
panther?
Yes, he is currently the best black cat ever, Panther.
Aw. That was my
So-
mascot for my college too.
So there's an actual panther in the front yard. There are some of the guys are like out on the porch and they're like, yo, look! He probably escaped from the panther enclosure on campus. They like have an actual panther.
Oh god. Except if they look close enough to the panther. It'll look more like a, forget what those things are called, the panther creatures from D&D with the tentacles all over them.
A displacer beast.
Yes.
Yeah. They're so cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite
Meg-
critters in it.
I
Doesn't even
I don't know
look
if
if he walks
all
by it. She's like, hey, Deimos. Keeps walking.
Hey,
Hello.
Deimos.
I need to talk to the Joss human. He needs to be
That's
put
what
under
we're
my
here for.
protection as well.
Can you maybe do it not as a panther?
All
Also,
right.
he might be involved. We don't know if.
He shifts into the form of a honey badger. Is this better?
I don't care anymore.
all of these completely sober men see you turn from a panther into a honey badger. They're like, yo, what the fuck? Like one person got it on camera. Like,
Demos then changes back to the normal form and bows and like, Tada, it is a magic trick.
they are going insane.
Well, this will either be really good or really bad for us.
Honey
They will
badgers
be
I mean,
fine.
creepy
look at
looking.
look at the work the film department's been up to. I mean, they do amazing work, don't they? Hey, so where's Josh? We need to talk to him. We need to
Yes.
ask him about
Where is the
something.
human Josh?
So you see out on the porch, one of the ringleaders, is I believe you guys know him. His name is Mike. This was the one that went to get Josh earlier, I believe, if I'm not
Oh,
getting
the one I
confused mixed up.
The
They
human I
all
spilled-
have
I spilled
generic
his
dude
drink
names,
on.
but I think that's right.
Listen, I gave all of them have very unique generic dude names. They have
Oh yeah.
Start with
and this
different letters.
this one is
Demos
Mike.
does not remember humans' names. He just knows this is the human he spilled the drink on.
You can just call all of them bruh.
Yeah.
And Josh comes out and he's like, "What? Why are we all on the porch? What's going on out here?"
Hey, where's your girlfriend?
Because we are about to blow your mind.
Just go
Not
right into
literally.
it, okay? And she's standing in the back of the group because she's like, I am not the one who's good with words. I'm just gonna be back here.
There is
Meg
no
has also
need.
stepped back slightly, but is keeping an eye on Deimos.
There is
I got this-
point
He
in
like
beating
looks at
around the
Mr.
bush.
Boudreaux and he's like, "What did you say?
Where's your girlfriend? Have you seen
What
her?
did you? What are you even fucking talking about, man?"
Your girlfriend's Liz, right?
Yeah,
Have you seen her today?
she fucking went home because she got like sick at the party or something.
On
She's fucking-
Saturday?
Yeah,
You checked on her?
yeah, I've been fucking texting her. Like, can y'all
And so I'd like
not
to insight
create a
check.
riot on my front porch?
I don't believe him.
I
we
don't
brought
either.
brought you some.
Riot,
we brought you. We
go
come
off, I
bearing
guess.
gifts. Our little friend Emma here makes a good coffee. Y'all want some?
Ooh, I would like a coffee.
Give me a
Meg
second.
just hands
Uh,
Deimos one of her additional coffee mugs because she usually has at least 2 in her bag at one time. So she filled one up just in case he asked, so he wouldn't get the truth serum.
Yeah, we just gotta give him a little bit of that truth serum.
You don't want Demos to tell all of their
Oh yeah, that's
truths.
right. I forgot we had that.
No, that is
so,
specifically why Meg
Bubba,
was like,
could you please roll plus charm for manipulate someone?
I'm looking to see what my charm is.
It's a blonde. It's a flat white. I don't know coffee names. I just get the same thing every time I go to Starbucks. Caramel macchiato.
I got an 11.
Hey.
Okay. And he's like, "Ugh, fine, just come inside, please. It's too early for y'all to be like yelling like this. Like, please, everybody, and the guys like start to file in. Some of them are like trying to tell Josh, like, dude, he totally like turned into a panther, and Josh is like, just get inside.
And Deimos' head turns into a panther and winks at the person talking and turns back.
Maybe something got into the water. Yeah,
Yeah.
making people see weird stuff. Yeah.
You guys are led inside. You lead Josh Josh leads you towards like a kitchen table. And he accepts one of the coffees and drinks it.
Make sure it's the coffee from Emma.
Yeah.
It was special
Yeah.
coffee.
He just like kind of was like a
Sorry for
decent coffee.
barging. Thank you. Sorry for barging in like this. We were just talking to Jenny and Lindsay, and we were just a little worried about Liz because they hadn't seen her. So we were wondering if you had seen her.
I mean, I haven't seen her, like she hasn't physically been on campus.
Oh, did she go home? Like home, not sorority house home?
He's like think like you see that like his wheels are turning.
I get a stomachache, headache. What kind of not feeling good we talking about?
Liz's car was one of the ones that broke down, or was it not?
Oh yeah, her car did break down. I drove her back.
Okay. You said you were texting her?
Yes.
And she said she's okay?
Again, he's like very like you can see like he's thinking and like he wants to say something, but like is also confused.
Can
Deimos is gonna lean in.
can a frat boy be considered a monster or a minion?
My God.
I'm asking for a friend.
How about you try the roll, and then
Cool,
I'll tell
thank
you
you.
what happened.
So it seems we both have kind of crazy ideas.
Theo's just trying to read the room of like what's happening here.
But
A vibe check, if you will.
Deimos says
I got
this
a
crazy
10.
idea. Deimos wants to know if this human knows where his human mate is.
So
Like where
Theo,
they live at.
if you want to do a vibe check, that would be, I believe, read a bad situation.
That was my thought.
I'm behind Theo, by the way.
Yeah. And then Deimos, what was the action that you wanted to take?
Deimos is planning to pretty much try to create a portal to where his mate is and just pull her here. But first, he wants to get the address of where this person lives from this human that they're talking to.
That's a 6.
Okay. Just mark an experience point.
Yeah.
You don't understand what's going on at all. Emma, what are your 2 things that you glean from this connection?
Okay. So I rolled a 10. It says I hold 3.
Oh, hold 3. Yes.
Yeah. Okay, this is gonna sound really weird, but I'm kind of not sure if this is actually Josh. Where is this creature right now?
It's right in front of you.
Okay, cool. Good talk. Just double checking. What is it planning on doing right now? Do right now?
Finish this conversation as quickly as possible.
Who does it regard as the biggest threat? Dan, I probably should have asked something different. It's fine.
Right now, I think it's like really worried about how hot Boudreaux is coming in with the "Where is Liz?" questions.
Can I investigate a mystery?
Sure.
Trying to piece together what we're missing. Okay, so that's just a straight 7.
Okay,
the
that is a
question
hold
is-
one.
Yeah. What is being concealed here? Because he's under a truth serum and he's not answering some things because it's like, is he, what's he not
You can
saying?
tell from his like kind of avoidance that he knows that there is something that if he says, like that if he speaks in that moment, that he will say the wrong thing. Like,
Okay.
So he's trying to conceal his own secrets from y'all. And the secrets seem to be about the particulars of where Liz actually is. Deimos, can you roll to manipulate someone?
Yep.
Like now wants to ask more about what kind of sick was Liz when she's like, oh, I'm sick, I need to go home.
So I got a 7. I get 0 charm.
So like as the conversation just kind of progresses, like I'm guessing y'all kind of like take the pedal off the gas at least a little bit. And Dameless is like, well, where does she live? And Josh is like, why would I even tell you that? Like, why do you need that information?
I mean, like we
Deimos
said. Oh,
is tired of the lying human and is going to attempt to use magic on him.
He's
He's
already
going-
having magic used on him, but okay.
Actually, he is going to summon something.
oh my gosh. A honey badger?
The honey badger would be preferable.
Okay, just to
in
make
this
sure that we don't
situation.
skip over things, what was Meg's question again?
Meg was asking, so you said Liz was sick. Did she like get a stomach bug? Like what kind of sick are we talking about? That she had to go home instead of just like going to a clinic or a hospital?
I mean, I think she was just really freaked out, and she had to. She said that she just wanted to go home and, you know, spend spring break away from the campus anyway. Like, we tried out the whole thing where we were going to stay on campus, and she just wasn't feeling it anymore.
So you drove her home?
I drove her back from the party.
But how did she get home if her car was broken down? Is her car still in the woods?
I don't know. I don't know.
What was the last thing you said to her? Sorry, Beau.
Listen, I don't need to take this all from you. I know where my girlfriend is. And I don't even know you guys.
No, but I'm actually one of her sorority sisters and very concerned about her.
I have literally never seen you at an Omega Alpha event.
Somebody has to keep the GPA up.
Yeah, and a lot of those girls are like really smart.
Oh. Okay. Oh, Deimos grabs this human by the shirt after it just insulted my family
Get it, Deimos.
Oh god.
and is going to create a portal to the highest point of this campus.
The fuck are you doing?
I will be
Amos,
back.
we have been over this.
This human needs more focusing.
I know
As
this is
he
coming
begins
from me, but
practice
violence
here,
is
bro.
not always the answer.
Point of order question.
Yes.
Is his phone on the table when Deimos does this?
Josh's phone?
Mhm.
Yeah.
No.
Good question, though.
Deimos could always fish it out of his pocket if you mention a phone.
I mean, roll to use magic to try to open another gosh darn diggity dang portal.
Yep, I got
Those things are so useful.
They are.
I love how you can just do things in this game.
Pocket portal.
I
Yeah.
love that. So I got
Yeah.
a 9.
Yeah.
For a glitch.
We should have made pocket sand out of coffee grounds.
Almost every time I get a glitch.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So you open a portal. It's kind of to the side of you, so you can step through if you want to. It's like on top of like a multi-story building on campus.
When the Deimos' tentacles just wraps around Josh's neck, he just begins to do the Homer Simpson back up just into the portal.
As you are going through this portal, you see that there are a lot of birds on the roof. And like when the portal opens, almost in unison, like these birds' heads like all like turn to look at you.
Deimos just keeps
Get back
going
and close
through,
it
make
now.
sure that he pulls this human with him before he shuts it. And then Deimos' head turns into that of an owl and just turns around to look at them.
Is anyone trying to follow Deimos through the portal?
Didn't
Go
Deimos
ahead.
come back
Go ahead.
into the
Go ahead,
room?
Lane.
It depends on what you do, so...
I was going to try to reach and grab the collar of his jacket and pull him back if I can.
Okay. I would like Deimos and Emma to contest a plus tough roll.
Oh, I'm a poor, weak little baby.
Hey, I'm not great at tough either.
My thought was, can I use magic to do one thing that's beyond human limitations and stop Deimos from doing the thing?
Oh yeah, roll to use magic.
Ooh.
So
I
12,
got,
take away 1, be an 11.
Fuck you. I got a 7.
I got an 8 to physically stop Deimos from continuing on through the portal. I picture basically like, it's like something that like flashes on the tattoo on my hands. I put my hand on his chest. Nope. Bring him back now. There's a better way.
So I'm going to say, since you both got mixed successes, that the spells will cancel each other out, and Deimos is not able to take Josh through the portal. But the physical force of having to stop Deimos from doing what he wants does give you 1 harm ignore armor.
I don't have armor, so it's just like the poor goes, okay, good. Ow.
So it
I
hurts
was
more.
just going to angrily throw this man. Since he cannot take him with him, he's just going to throw him.
Violence is not the answer. I know this is coming
Question.
from
Talking
me.
is not
Yes,
working.
question from Emma.
So, because I failed against that roll, is that another experience point technically?
Yes, anytime
Hell
you
yeah.
roll a 6 or less, you gain an experience point.
I have 5 now.
No.
Yay.
I just have 1.
Does that mean I can do
You're-
things?
You're too higher than how many experience I have.
Usually, experience is spent at the end of the session, but if you want to
Okay.
quickly DM me what you want
Oh,
to
yeah.
do because of your extenuating circumstances,
Thank you.
just letting people at home know how this
Mhm.
game works.
Yeah. While that
So,
is happening, no, you if you're gonna do something, Theo's just gonna say something. So do something first if you're gonna do something.
Oh, I was just gonna, after Deimos doesn't drop this kid off the roof of the building, and
I
to
was
turn
not going
back and
to
say,
drop him. I was just going to threaten to drop him.
it
Only
doesn't
drop
mean
him
you
if he
would have
lied
ended
to
up
me.
getting bored and dropping him.
Possibly.
It's like, something could have
Just-
happened.
You would think for an immortal you would have more patience.
That is why I don't have patience. Life is boring.
Okay, so Josh, it is in your best interest to answer the questions, otherwise he will get bored and do something unfortunate with you.
Yes, I will eat you. Will eat your soul. As he
I
opens his
wish he
mouth
was
to reveal his beak.
exaggerating.
You ever heard of Aphex Twin?
What?
How's Josh reacting to all of this?
Josh, I guess Deimos has dropped him.
Dropped is a nice word for it.
Josh has wriggled out of your grip in the in the ensuing chaos. And he is actively trying to bolt. He is
I would like to stop
Can
him
we
from doing
restrain
that,
him?
please. Yeah, that
Um,
was my thought, is at least keep him in this room.
Yeah, I was thinking restraining him with magic. Just like trap him
well,
in
I
a
was
magical
gonna use
barricade.
magic to bar the door so he can't exit.
what was Emma's idea?
I was gonna use my walking stick to trip him.
I mean, I got a shotgun, so
Oh god.
hard to walk without knees, you know?
Okay.
Or to investigate from a jail cell.
So what did Thea want to do? Just
Theo
stop
just wanted
him?
to like physically stop him from leaving the room if he tries to run.
Get 'em.
So I'm going to say that Theo and Meg roll to help and hold on to that roll.
Mhm.
Emma, roll to kick some ass,
Cool.
and you can use your plus weird.
Yeah.
And I know you're trying to use this move. And then Deimos roll to use magic.
I'm just helping Theo.
Meg is trying to help. Meg is
Roll to help out.
Oh, I got a
13.
12.
Which one is that again?
Help is cool.
Yes.
Got it. I got that one.
So I don't think you guys actually need it because we got a 12 and a 13 respectively, right? 12 for Emma, 13 for Deimos. Cool.
Oh, I think it's the other way around.
Can I still get my experience
That's
from
why
my
our
5?
backup.
Yeah, I'll allow that.
Theo, this is the most effective you've ever seen Emma.
Just hold
There's
her
like a
stick
little
out and go,
smile that like curls up in the corner of her lip as she sees this happen.
he goes tumbling. So for kick some ass, one of the advanced effects is
Them where you want them.
+1 forward to all hunters. Your attack inflicts double the normal harm, or your attack drives the enemy away.
Is it it was a 12 and a 13, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
12 plus oh yeah, I forgot. It's the force them where you want them is the tier above that. Never mind.
I'm gonna say for mine, that all of us get +1 is what I would choose out of those.
Okay, so all of you have +1 to spend at a later time. Theo, you have +2 to spend at a later time. You
Mm-hmm.
can spend those how you wish. Must be spent in whole integers. We don't roll 7.5s here on a monster.
There are no decimals here.
Nope.
There's a fine line between a numerator and a denominator.
Wow. Wow, so
Hated
true.
that.
What a great tiefling name.
Denominator?
Anyway. Yeah.
Only a fraction of the people get that one.
Ha.
I'm still... This is a tangent, but on one of our Tabula Rakshasa episodes, we came up with the idea of a tiefling named Alimony. Allie for short.
Yeah, I heard about that.
I love that.
I'm off topic. So Josh is bound, like he like seizes up and does like the comedic fall to the side. The doors slam shut, they're locked with arcane energy. As he is tripped by Alora's walking stick. Not Alora's, Emma's walking stick. I'm sorry, Alora, that you keep getting literally thrown in here.
It happens.
Speaking of walking sticks, as soon as
so-
Demos sees this person fall and restrained, Demos pulls the sword out of his walking stick and just points it at him.
Okay.
Speak.
So I'm just going to ask again very politely. What was the last thing that you said to Emma? Or not Emma. Fuck, I'm Emma. What was the last thing you said to Liz? And where is she? And if you don't want to speak, I will gladly take your phone to confirm your story.
He says, the last thing I said to her was goodbye?
What are you not telling us?
I'm telling you what you asked me.
Which is why there were all those dramatic pauses. Oh. Sorry, Liz.
Handle the weird shit that's been going on.
It's
We know
really in your
that some supernatural things have been let loose, and we are trying to find out what broke, what gave.
What did you and Liz do before the party?
Before the party, we pre-gamed.
And then?
And then we went to the party.
Walk us through the events of the night.
Yeah, what'd you do after?
I'm not gonna do this bullshit. There's dudes turning into Panthers in my front yard. You guys put something in my fucking coffee and now I can't say things right.
How do
You
you
guys
know?
literally have me tied up with nothing. Like, what the fuck are y'all doing? Maybe y'all did this shit.
How does he know about the coffee?
No one would have known.
Yeah, how did he figure out about the coffees?
Because he
It's
feels
what
weird.
I,
Feels
as
like
a
we probably got
person
in
wants
line.
to know. We're the people that come in to fix when things go weird. And things
your
have
girl-
gone weird
Your
around
girlfriend's
this house
missing.
the house next to it, and your girlfriend's missing. And weird things seems to be targeting people in her group. So we're just trying to find people we can ask questions to. And you're being kind of sketchy about it, though I do
Yeah, because I
admit
don't want to
this is a
answer
weird
your fucking
situation.
questions.
Why?
I don't want to, because you guys are coming at me and being all fucking aggro and like getting in my face about it and tying me up with fucking magic rope.
In our defense, weird stuff that's been going on almost killed her yesterday. Points to Cersei, who's probably just standing next to me. Like, what?
Cersei's like kind of stepping back and letting y'all handle it because like she's not used to rolling with your crew.
Emma is
I
just
don't-
going to lean down and take his phone out of his pocket.
Yeah. You reach into one of his pockets. He like wiggles. He's like mummy tied up in all of this arcane energy. He's like, what the?
As she shifts to that phone,
She's gonna hand it to Mr. Boudreaux.
You seem really cagey for somebody who doesn't have anything to hide.
Yeah, honesty's the best policy, and you're
Maybe
avoiding
you
all of
should
it.
not like forcibly try to force people to answer your questions.
Maybe you should just answer them when they're asked.
Deimos is going to stick a tentacle on this creature's forehead and
Thank God.
attempt to use magic. I don't know if this would be big magic or just do something beyond human limitations. Deimos wants to try to shift through this creature's memories.
Ooh.
I think unless somebody can, you know, prove me wrong that should be big magic to try to tap
I
into.
think so. I would agree with that.
Yeah, I
That
think
feels
so.
big,
See, that's what I
especially
thought
because
too.
this
It
is
seems
not.
big.
We can
Especially
sift
if,
through his. Oh, go ahead, Bree. Sorry.
I was just saying, especially if he's not a willing participant in you sifting through his memories. Yeah, that feels like.
That's
big
it.
magic.
That's what makes it big, in my opinion. A willing participant would be a different can of
Yeah.
worms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mr. Boudreaux gets the phone from Emma. Will you do that? Go through his actual or his physical memories, as it were.
Do I have access to this phone? Like, can I get into it and all that? Do I need to like
It
grab his hand and
is-
put his thumb on it or something?
It's just a regular number lock. Like he doesn't have like he has like an older model of phone that doesn't have like Face ID in it yet.
Cool. Okay.
And so he
It
just
doesn't
has
have a thumb.
Oh,
House
so there's
phone.
a trick. Is it like an iPhone?
yeah.
I can roll to see if Emma would know this, but there is a hack to get into the phones without the password.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that seems very unsafe.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah.
Only on
that's
older
fair.
models.
Yeah.
Deimos, coming back to your thing, you do know you have done this before, but it takes hours to sit there and sift through another person's memories.
Deimos is fine with that, but pretty sure this person's going to be talking stuff the whole time, so Deimos just wraps another tentacle around his mouth just to shut him up as he's shifting through his memories.
Okay, so Deimos sits there and begins sifting.
I just realized something I could do. Can I use magic to observe another place or time to see where Liz is right now?
I was thinking that earlier.
You had that this whole time?
Yeah,
The
we
whole-
both
Because
could've-
everyone who can use magic has that. In my defense, I was just like, what's something I can... Oh yeah, that's a thing.
See,
You are
that
the
was my
most
original idea, but I
you-
was like, Deimos is angry that this person is lying, so he just wants to force it
You
out
and
of
Lane
him.
are the most experienced players at this table.
Uh-huh.
I
You're
plead
correct.
the
This is
fifth.
my first time
I'm
actually
not playing a
playing.
magic character right now. I forgot.
No, you're good. I'm
Yeah,
just
me either.
teasing.
Cool. Can I roll it?
Yes, you can.
Roll it.
Sorry. Go ahead.
You could also like
That is
watch
why
her in
not?
time too,
plus
so you
2,
could probably
so that
see
is
her in
a
the past.
9.
Okay. So you like try to use your magic. You like are trying to like look at it. It's very blurry. You see the woods, the same kind of woods that are where the party was at, but it's deeper in. And you don't see anything. It's like this part of the river that goes through this part of the woods. It's like way back there, if you can remember. It's probably like on foot a 30-minute walk. So, you know, a good distance away from the party.
Picture Meg just like sort of traces a pattern that looks like glasses on the back of her hand and puts her hand in front of her eyes. Seconds later, what the fuck is your girlfriend doing in the middle of the woods?
And Deimos's tentacle is still over his mouth.
It just squeezes tighter around his face as you said that. And Deimos is sitting there
Deimos, let him
in like
talk.
a
Please let him
meditation
answer the
mood with his
question.
eyes closed.
Deimos, let him talk, please.
Deimos
crush
is
his brain.
focusing. We need
Deimos.
to focus.
Deimos, please. I would appreciate some clarity on this situation.
Deimos'
let him
tentacle
answer
just
my question,
unfolds from his mouth, but the other tentacle still stays around his head.
Why is your girlfriend still in the woods?
So, as Deimos like unwraps the tentacle from around Josh's mouth, you like see the wards that are usually like this kind of light energy around him. They almost like melt off, like they turn to liquid around him, and he opens his own damn portal and falls through the floor.
Oh no!
Deimos is going to try to. Oh, he's going to say, forget that whole read this person's memory thing, and instead is going to try to like
Have
do
your
similar
tentacles
thing
wrapped
that
around
she
his
did
head.
and stop him.
If your tentacles around his head, you could just yank him back if you.
Oh, yeah, but I'm not
Maybe.
very good at toughness.
No, that's my thing.
So Deimos, describe the exact action that, like, are you trying to like pull him back up, or are you trying to like follow him through?
Deimos is going to go with him.
So pull him up. I'm gonna count that as a kick some ass roll.
Instead of pulling him up, Deimos is going to go with.
Go with him. That would be a act under pressure roll, which is plus cool, and I think Deimos is pretty cool. He's got.
No, I have -1 in cool.
Oh, buddy.
This is why he has no chill.
Yeah.
So I rolled. So 6, 7, 8. So I'm rolling 8, didn't take away 1. So 7.
7. Okay. We're gonna find out the result of that roll after we take a bio break. Gonna take a little break.
Not
here,
a
folks.
cliffhanger. I feel like the second Meg sees the Pearl Star, she's like, son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Yes.
Theo was about to do something, but we'll come back to that after the break.
Thank you.
Welcome back. So, Deimos, you rolled a 7 on a act under pressure. So, on a 7, you have a worse outcome, a hard choice, or a price to pay. So if I'm trying to decide between those. If you want to follow him through the portal, you can feel like that this portal is not similar to your magic, that something about it means that you cannot go through it. And if you continue to try to go through it, you will take, say 3 harm, ignore armor. Like, it's like you just like kind of have one of your tentacles in there as an extension of yourself, and it's like this searing pain.
2 questions. Would the
Yes.
immortality bump it down to 2? Would it still stay
No,
at
it's
3?
ignore armor.
Second question.
Yes.
Even though taking armor, would Deimos still be able to go through it if he takes the harm?
Yes, that is the choice. Thea, what is the question?
Oh, Theo's going to do something as this happens, but I will let that result happen first before I bring that up.
Okay.
Yeah, Deimos is going to take the 3 harm.
Okay.
So I have 2 harm left. 2 harm checks left.
You're unstable
What
now.
are you up to? What is your amount of harm that you have?
Actually, no, I'm actually a little bit wrong. I'm barely unstable. So I got 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I have 4. Deimos has been hurting himself a lot lately.
He is his biggest enemy.
Yeah, okay. So you are currently unstable. You
The
fall
low.
through. We'll get
For the
back to that in a
folks
moment.
I was to say,
Theo,
for the folks
what are
at home who don't know what that means, what does that mean?
Being unstable?
Mm-hmm.
They will get worse unless treated. So, yes.
So like bleeding out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're like bleeding ichor a little bit. It's
You see like a mixture of black and red, just oozing from him.
Ew.
yeah.
As Theo sees this happen, as this portal opens and as Deimos goes through it like an idiot, she pulls like a knife out of her boot and she throws it, intending at first to try and stop Josh from going anywhere. But as all of this happens, essentially, she just wants to get this knife in him somewhere. Her intention is, with something of hers on her person, potentially one of her magic friends can track it so they can figure out where the fuck Josh is going. So she just wants to hit him with this knife.
Roll to kick some ass. Kick that ass.
Oh, excellent.
That's my girlfriend. I mean, never mind.
10.
10. Nice. So you can take another one forward, you can inflict another harm, or you can force them where you want them.
Mobilize him? Or somewhere you want him, not moving.
Yeah. If that will work, which I'm not sure, that's what she would want to do, but I don't know if that's going to work with the portal in play.
Yeah, because he was laying on the floor. The portal was just a
Like,
hole
open.
that kind of opened underneath him.
Yeah.
So,
Like,
I'm gonna say instead of force him where you want him, you can immobilize him as Deimos is following him. If
Yes,
you would
I
like
will do
to.
that. Yes.
Okay.
I can work.
That was my thought. So it's like whenever he gets to where this portal's going, he cannot then move somewhere else.
Yes.
Bubba just wants to know, like, y'all know where that's at? We're gonna have to go after him.
As soon as Deimos falls through after him, the portal closes.
I create a portal to where Deimos is. Just make my own portal.
Beau's so done with us and all of the portals.
I'm
Like an episode of Rick and
No
Morty.
more
just
portals.
portals.
No more portals for you. I have made the worst mistake ever.
No,
Actually, you try and you fail. You try to make a portal. I'm just gonna say without the roll, you can't go after that.
yeah, I just like you see Meg try a couple times. Damn it! They found some way to stop. Shit. Pulls out her phone, texts Deimos. Text location, please.
Drop a pin.
I assume he went to where Liz is.
Yeah.
What's up with this phone?
Mr. I would say, Theo, why don't you go through that? Mr. Boudreaux, can you get your van?
It's parked out front, honey.
Okay.
Yeah, Theo will take the phone
Drive.
and fiddle with
About
it.
like a Meg explains like it's about a 30-minute walk from where the party was.
That's about 1.5 miles, almost 2 miles. Depends on how fast you are. We'll roll.
You guys go that way. I can...
Yeah, but I remember it was like half an hour away to start with. So we're talking probably a full hour.
Well, let's hope Deimos isn't dead by then.
He won't be.
Deimos, when you drop through, you are in a cabin.
First thing Deimos is going to attempt to do is heal themselves.
Okay.
Just
You're gonna
use
spend
magic.
luck to heal yourself? Or
Oh,
do we
forgot
use
about
magic?
luck.
Yeah, you can use magic to heal 1 harm from an injury, cure disease, or neutralize poison.
Nice. So yeah, roll to use magic, or you can
Didn't roll that great this time. So roll a 4 plus 3.
7.
Now this
Cool.
is again.
So you're gonna heal 1 harm. I'll bring you down to 3. This it's like almost like a loud squelching resealing in your flesh. Like it's not like a pretty simple healing like you would prefer, but you know, it is what it is. And you, like, immediately after that, you see some of the birds that were on the roof before, like, fly onto the windowsills of one of the open windows. And then they start flying and coming into the cabin. And, they perch on top of Josh's body. As he is, it's like Theo got like a really lucky shot and got him in like a fucking like shoulder blade or like somewhere like along the spine where it's just like, wow, that's really stuck in there, and he can't really move up to get it out without it causing a whole lot of pain.
Deimos wants to just magically push it just a little bit deeper in. he doesn't want to kill him. He wants to try to permanently paralyze him.
Oh my god.
Roll to use magic.
You said don't kill
That's
him.
Trigger warning for anybody watching right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can use magic to inflict one harm. That kid made a mistake when he
12.
decided to do whatever he did.
Okay. So, you're able to do this. He like does it. Like he's in pain. That was not a good sound, but you get the gist.
It's painful enough.
I don't think the sound he makes is good either.
And as he like cries out in pain, the birds fly away. Like this show of your power has frightened whatever these strange birds are.
Deimos'
From
head
the
shifts
location.
into a black rooster and just starts to caw at them.
Yeah, they're hopping off. It's weird. They don't like they're making noises and they sound like really human noises. Like it sounds like humans imitating birds rather than actual bird noises.
That's pretty creepy.
Deimos is going to text just the group. Human birds? ? In cabin, following birds. Paralyzed Josh.
You get a text back from Meg. Portal not working. Coming via van. Will be a while.
Deimos just writes, hurry, following human birds. Then
Maybe
is going
don't follow the human birds.
The
They
human.
must go out and look for these human birds.
Yeah, Deimos is going to shift into a form to look similar to the birds and follow them.
Yeah, they look like finches, but like with very long tails. Which is not usual of a finch.
Actually, instead, Deimos is going to turn into a turkey vulture and follow them.
Yeah, these birds, they kind of fly up and away, and they're kind of like flitting up through the forest and the trees, and they're leading you along.
He wants to try to communicate with them. He's going to use his magic to communicate with something that you do not share a language with. Because he's assuming he doesn't share a language with these creatures.
Roll to use magic.
Oh! So, I rolled a 2 plus 3. I got a 5.
Mark an experience.
Oh. So I have at least 4 experience now.
Wahoo. And these birds, they're going to, like, as you're flying, they kind of, like, get you into the middle of this formation. And they begin to, like, peck at you mid-air.
Deimos is going to try to restrain all of them.
All of them?
Or is anyone that has bit him. He wants to just try to make a cage just around a group of them.
Okay. So, just around yourself, that's going to be use magic.
Rolled better this time.
Make a little bubble
So
around
again this
yourself.
time.
A 10? Okay. You grab a few of them, and you are able to stay in flight and kind of fly with this force field around you.
Just going to take them back to Josh to wait for the others.
I mean, the rest of the birds are going to follow you. You just now have a force field.
Yeah, it's perfect. He got their attention, so now they're not leaving.
Okay. You guys arrive back out at the side of the party. There's the ashes of the giant logs of the bonfire. You guys, if you go kind of in the direction that the vision is pointing to, you can bring your car in about halfway into the woods. Yes.
Point of fact, Theo drives a motorcycle. Can she get any closer?
Yes, if you want to bring Meg along with you to guide you, you guys can get exactly to the point of the river where Meg had her vision.
Staying a healthy distance away from the river.
I mean, I can't go any farther anyway, so. And she just parks and looks back.
Yeah, this
For the others.
is where I saw. It's in like a GPS ping to Dr. Boudreaux and Emma. Because I imagine they're following behind. Investigate? See if I could find.
Yeah,
she
roll
is?
to investigate a mystery.
Well, it's 5. I was just complaining about not having any experience. I have gained 2 experience.
Your
this
experience.
session.
You are like looking around and you're like kicking leaves and you just cannot for the life of you figure out why your vision led you here. Theo, off in the distance, kind of hidden into the tree line like it's a good ways away, is a cabin with a bunch of birds like on the roof.
And she just turns and points to the creepy cabin covered in birds. That seems like we should maybe investigate it.
Deimos did mention human birds.
What are human birds?
I don't think I want
hi.
to know, but we're
It's
gonna
when
find
you
out
it's
anyway.
when you do this. That's a human bird.
Do what?
Here, give me a hand.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's just like I read a
Forgot you're
bad
blind. You wouldn't know about
situation
that, huh?
before we get
Yes,
into trying that.
please do. Please
I
read
mean,
this bad situation.
Ha! That's much better. I mean, my sharp is still 0, but I got a 9.
Okay. Let me. So that's a hold 1, I believe, for read a bad situation.
Yeah. Are there any dangers we haven't noticed yet? Looking at this creepy as fuck cabin with the weird birds around it.
You can like see a little bit through a cracked door a person laying on the ground and movement from like a larger black bird inside.
Can I?
There's a
Sorry,
big black
can
bird
I-
inside. I don't know how I feel about that.
Can I activate my sight? That allows me to see the invisible, especially spirits and magical influences.
Yes.
Thank you.
Picture maybe Meg and Theo start very slowly walking towards.
You guys would have to cross the river to get to the cabin. Just a
Oh.
note of order.
Yay. Damn it.
Is there a bridge?
Of course, there's
Um,
not a bridge, Alora.
No.
I wonder if the sea monster
It's
or
like a
something
very
is still in the
shallow
water.
part of the river, but you would have to
Oh.
like wade through it.
Like, how deep?
Probably
your
not
walking
more than
stick with
2
it.
feet.
Oh,
How
Okay.
wide is the river? Could I theoretically running jump across it? Is what I'm asking. It's fine if
would-
no, I'm just asking.
I mean, I would make you roll plus tough to do so.
I'm down
Can
with
we-
that.
For the
You know,
river.
Bubba, being from Louisiana, probably has waders
Oh my
somewhere
god,
in
of
his
course he does. It is.
in his van. So I'm gonna go grab my waders.
It's gonna walk
I'm-
back.
I'm
Can't be far.
carefully I'm examining, looking to see if there's any ghosts in this river.
I was just gonna say, as Emma, you kind of tap into your sight. You like these birds all just light up like Christmas lights,
Mhm.
and you see like a much more like substantial aura coming off of Josh, and of course the blackbird is Deimos, so it looks like Deimos in the sight. You've seen him
Okay.
plenty.
It's currently pecking at Josh's ear.
That's 11.
Go ahead.
Oh,
Yeah, you just jump.
Yeah, she just like takes a couple. While all this is happening, she takes a couple steps back and running leaps across the river and like skids to a halt at the other side.
I want to try that too.
Emma instinctually reaches out for Theo's hand, and Theo is not there.
Got a 9. I feel like I don't make it quite all the way.
Yeah, you like splash like a foot away from the riverbank on the other side.
would Deimos hear this commotion from inside the cabin?
Yeah, you probably like hear them splashing and
You-
coming across.
He's going to come out and just look at them in the water and just raise a feathered wing, and is going to attempt to part the Red Sea, so to speak, with the river.
Oh, I was gonna say I was just gonna wade through using the birds as like a focal point
Yeah.
to where she's supposed to go.
Also, Meg was
Full
gonna
Moses.
sit. Meg was going to planning on just staying where she was to help Emma get across, because like, yeah, I'm
So-
already wet.
After the two jump over the river, the birds begin to fly toward you guys
Mm-hmm.
and surround you a bit.
See, I told you, human birds.
I'm actually gonna make a roll for the birds real quick.
Roll for
Emma, you
birds.
getting anything from these guys?
How cold is it's summer, right? The water's not too
Yeah,
bad.
it's like I don't know how warm water works. It's 2 feet deep running water.
Okay.
So
Cold
it's
water's
not like
technically dangerous, right?
That's a crick.
It's they're I mean they're lighting up. They're not natural birds.
They're human
Um,
birds.
That explains a lot.
Emma in like so all of you like hear the birds like begin to like make this caw 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 like people that are actually good at imitating bird noises. But Emma, all you hear is stop, 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 stop. Like just a chorus of it.
Like, can I gauge bird intentions? Can I investigate a mystery?
Yeah, you can definitely. You're trying to figure out what these birds mean.
What does it mean? Also, with my sight, it says I get extra clues. I don't know what that means. If I investigate
Birds
a
are
mystery.
magical. That's your clue.
No, okay, so it gives you more opportunities to spot clues when you investigate a mystery.
Okay, I think that means like a +1. I would
Okay,
say.
cool.
I'm imagining with these birds is just
Fantastic,
movie
because I'm
birds.
rolling garbage right now. You said a +1?
Yeah, plus whatever
9.
your modifier. 9. Okay, I believe that is a hold 1
Yes.
for investigate a mystery.
Sorry, I'm trying to decide. Can I phone a friend? I don't know what I should ask.
Sure. What should Emma ask? Let's ask the audience.
What is it? What is it going to do? What's being concealed here? Those are always some good ones.
What is it going to
If
do?
I'm going for their intentions, I think what is being concealed here makes the most sense.
Yeah. That was my thought as well.
Are they helping Josh or are they just conveniently there?
You see, like, you don't see, you like feel it in the sight of Deimos, you've exited the cabin, right?
Yeah, he's like in the doorway.
Yeah, you
them.
like can feel like the aura behind Deimos, and you feel like it's moving and getting up. And you can you almost hear the action metaphysically of like removing the knife from the back of his shoulder.
Kind of
And
was that?
when you see that, the birds begin swarming you.
Okay.
I am
We're on
going
the
to
wrong
have
side of the
you
river.
roll
in the river.
plus tough to try to get out of this swarm and through the river.
I have an axe.
So
You're just gonna swing at this swarm.
never
of
mind. I can't substitute it. That's not what that does.
Actually, better idea. I think I'm just gonna take out my fighting sticks because I don't know if we specifically need to kill these, but we can knock them the heck out and get them away from me.
Deimos
That's
is going to
6.
kill these things once they attack his family.
Mark experience.
Did I roll to kick some ass to clear the way? Get the birds
Yes.
to back off.
Roll for that.
That is a 7. Because I have my fighting sticks that do 1 harm.
Yes. So you you kind of swing and you get a few good hits. Like you kind of scatter the crowd, but now their attention is on you. You're gonna take 1 harm from the sudden onslaught of Burb.
The blind oracle could the people who probably need a little bit more help are now not being targeted by birds, so I'm helping.
Yes. Emma, you can like feel this pool of magic coming from the figure in the cabin that you, Josh, and you can like see like the river like welling up, and
Okay.
you are still injured and unable to move as this wave of water comes out of almost nowhere and crashes down on you.
Okay. Did I
Um,
take any damage initially from the
Um,
birds?
yes, you would have taken 2 harm,
Okay.
Something I
and
should have asked earlier,
everyone
was
else sees as this wave of water crashes down onto Emma.
Theo screams.
Deimos
Meg
Yeah,
also
screams.
Bubba's running
screams.
out after that.
But
I
I
am very
would have known
disoriented.
where the magic came from. But I've heard Josh behind me casting the spell.
If you would like just look around, you'll see that Josh is now up and doing some kind of motion that would indicate that he is the one that summoned this giant water wave.
Deimos is going to turn into a jackal and just attack Josh immediately.
Roll to kick some ass. I'm gonna roll another thing over here.
I guess just in a panic running down the river trying to find or catch up with the help Emma. Just no,
So
no,
an
no,
11
no,
take
no,
away
no, no,
1,
no.
so a 10.
All right. So you like snap at him and he like does a maneuver to like create a like muzzle of like this slimy energy. It's not like the nice light energy that you've seen from Meg. It's like gross and sticky and sliding around. Both sticky and slidey. You know the feeling? Don't give me that.
Unpleasant.
Mud?
Mud, yes. And so like you
Ooh.
snap at him, but like your jaw is closed very quick. Both of you guys are going to deal 1 harm attacks. Yours will cancel out because of your armor, yes.
Good, because that would have put me back at her, bleeding out again.
Yes. Now we're dealing with regular attacks and not punishments from Beau for rolling bad.
I may still roll bad again. I'm surprised I rolled good for that tough roll.
Yes. So Emma, like, you are washed away. You like are scraping up against these rocks as it pulls you through like the creek bed.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, she's trying to get some semblance of orientation about her.
And this water attack, this kind of dragging through the mud, is going to take 3 harm.
Fuck.
Like she is beaten up badly.
I'm pretty well
It's-
trying to chase after her.
And can I try and hang on? No, I was gonna say trap her, but that would trap her under the water, which would be not helpful.
What was Theo's idea? You had your hand up?
Oh, if the other 2 are going after Emma, Theo turns back to the scuffle happening behind her and is gonna attempt to shoot Josh.
I'm not
Do it.
drowning.
Her intention is not to kill him. Her intention is to essentially stop him from being able to cast again, because clearly he was the one who did that.
All right.
She is using her gun, not her crossbow.
Yes. Roll to kick some ass.
I have the idea that we'll not accidentally drown Emma. Use magic to do one thing that's beyond human limitation to speed myself up as I try and catch up with her.
Yeah, roll to use magic for that.
That's a 10.
It's a 5.
So you are just pulling out, like, what kind of gun is this? Is this just like a
She-
pistol?
Yeah, she has a 9mm pistol that she pulls out from like a holster at her back and takes a few steps forward to try and shoot him, at the very least she wants to disorient him enough that he's caught off guard and either she or Deimos can continue to incapacitate him. But if she just straight up shoots him and stops him being able to do anything, that would be nice too.
So the bullet like hits, like it hits him like
Mm-hmm.
straight through the shoulder. Like it's a really good shot.
Mm-hmm.
But
Go out
and like you
knife
can
out.
see like the exit wound as well.
Mhm.
Like it goes back into the cabin. And he kind of like recoils with it. And then he like rolls his shoulder and kind of like shrugs it off. Like it hurt like a little bit, like he's kind of like, ow. But this wasn't like the big whammy. This is definitely not how it would hurt a regular person. And you see him do something with his hand.
Mm-hmm.
And Meg, what was the use magic roll?
I was trying to make myself faster, but I got a 5, so I think in her panic, like, Meg, she goes to trace the spell and just completely misses it.
Oh no.
Yeah. So Emma, as you kind of come to a close, and you can feel the water like start to recede, you can feel it like begin, like as it was like kind of going away, like it starts to come back in and fill up your sinuses and lungs.
She starts coughing, trying to
Yeah.
get it out of her system.
Let's see if I can grab that girl and get her on shore if I can.
Meg is still running.
Yeah, see, in Deimos' mind, if I stop Josh, it will save Emma.
Interesting logic.
So
Yeah,
he's
so
going
fuck that
to
guy.
he's going to enchant his sword that he hides inside of his walking stick using magic.
Yeah, use magic to do that.
I feel like in her head, Meg is
7.
wondering if she had misread the prophecy. What if the prophecy was warning of this? She could have warned her, but she thought
Oh,
I
no.
was talking about Cersei.
Oh no. So 7, you are able to like quickly enchant it, but it is a weak enchantment. So the sword is not going to do any extra harm. It's just now a magic sword for a little while. Which will have a different effect that I do have a plan for.
Actually, I'm wrong. That was a 6. I calculated it
Oh,
wrong.
you said a 6? I thought you said a 7.
I did, but I calculated it wrong. It was a 6 with.
Okay,
would-
you
7
do
rolls,
nothing
take
and
away
you mark
1.
an experience.
Ooh.
Yes. So you guys are able to pull Emma up on shore, but it looks like a case of dry drowning where there's just too much water that has seeped into her. And eventually, like, you guys are like trying to like push the water out of her lungs, and eventually it just stops working. And Dr. Boudreaux, you are a medical professional. You take the pulse, check her breath, do all the first aid stuff. It looks like Emma has drowned. And that's where we're gonna end. today's episode.
And everyone back at the cabin just hears Meg screaming no.
They
So
also
surprise, Alora won't be joining us next week.
Yeah.
the entire campus hears Deimos scream, no, like in a
I
wolf
say-
howl.
All of this happens and Theo's head just turns around and sees this, and I like to think that's the cutoff point of she doesn't have time to react yet because Josh is still fucking standing and she shot him in the goddamn shoulder.
Hey, one positive thing. I have a level up that full of XP.
I've almost leveled up.
Yes.
Dice understood the assignment. That's why I couldn't pass a magic check. I failed all of my rolls.
Oh, this is amazing, guys. I'm so glad that I got to play with you. I'm so sorry I won't be here next week. But avenge Emma and take care of
Yes.
Pancake for me.
Yes.
Yeah, we will.
Deimos is
Thank you
definitely
guys
going
so
to
much.
Emma.
Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope everyone is having a lovely night. Be sure to check us out next week for the final episode of Spring Break Gone Wrong. We will be here Thursday night, 6 p.m. PST, 9 p.m. EST. And we are very excited for our finale. Do us all a favor and be good to each other. And I hope everyone has a lovely night. Bye.
Bye.